Hey, thank you for joining me on this lesson. I'm Jono from Atom Learning, and today I'm going to be talking about 3D shapes and the types of 3D shape questions you can see on the 11 plus exam. Let's get into it. There's going to be exam tips and tricks and some practice questions to do together. So let's dive straight in. So 3D shapes, what are we covering today? We're going to start by looking at nets and cubes questions, then we're going to rotate some 3D shapes, kudoosh. Then we're going to be looking at some shapes from above, like we're going on a little holiday and we're flying over some 3D shapes. So let's start by looking at nets and cubes. Basically, in these questions, you're going to get given a net. So a net is a 2D version that folds up into a 3D shape, and you're going to need to pick the cube that can be made from that net. Some of the questions will ask you which cube cannot be made from the net, so make sure you read the question properly. This example is asking which cube can be made from this net. Now, what you need to do is you need to visualize folding up that net into the cube, okay? This is a particularly important rule that we're covering here. This is known as the opposites rule. In this example, you need to know that shapes which are opposite each other on the net can never be next to each other on the cube. So basically that black circle and the green triangle, those are opposite faces on the net. That means they can never be next to each other on the cube. This is known as the opposites rule. Make sure you check out our nets and cubes video to learn the other rules, but opposites is probably the most important. Now, because we know the black circle and the green triangle are opposites on the net, we know they can't be next to each other, so B and C can't be right. Ergo, the answer is A. It's the only one that can be made from that net. Let's have a look at rotating 3D shape questions. So these are pretty much what they say on the tin. You need to be comfortable with left and right rotations, up and down rotations, and clockwise and anti-clockwise rotations. So remember, shapes can be rotated twice. A good thing to do to practice these questions is to maybe get a dice or maybe some Lego and have a go at just rotating it. When you do these questions, make sure you pick a particular spot on the shape to focus on and always rotate from a particular spot on the main shape, okay? Don't try and rotate the whole shape at once, it will hurt your brain. Okay, so that's rotating 3D shapes. There isn't really that much more to say on that. Next, we have shapes from above questions. And these ones, basically, you're like a little pigeon, and you are flying over a 3D shape, and you are picking out which one we would see if we were to fly above the shape. So in this example, you need to pick what the main shape would look like from above if we were a little pigeon flying over it. Now, if we did do that, we would only see the top blocks. So the top blocks are all we care about in this one. So we fly over this and we look at the top blocks. So you won't see anything that is not a top block. Now, what is our answer going to be? Well, there is no like half blue Lego shape to the right of that purple shape on the back row. So the right answer is this one, okay? There are 2 orange top blocks and 1 blue top block in the first row. There are 2 yellow top blocks in the second row, and there's 1 purple top block in the back row. So that has to be our answer. So again, remember, you are just a magical pigeon flying over a 3D shape, and you need to tell the examiner what that main shape would look like if you flew over it. There we go, that's it, you're welcome. So we just covered some key 3D shape questions that will come up in the 11 plus non-verbal reasoning section. We looked at nets and cubes, rotating 3D shapes, and then shapes from above. Beautiful.